So what I want to talk to you about now is advanced relaxation. Like we talked earlier about what it means to be a relaxed guy, how to handle tension. We talked about society and dating and how you as a man fit in the dating food chain earlier, and how relaxation and being a guy who is truly himself plays such a big part in that. But it's time to talk about advanced relaxation principles. Like, what does it mean to truly be relaxed as a guy who's getting these high-level advanced results, and how can you apply this yourself starting today? So what it truly means to have relaxation, and this is something we've been talking about, but I think that if I dive a little deeper into this concept, you guys will understand it better and you can apply it even better in your game. True relaxation is the absence of doing. It's when you genuinely feel like you don't have to do anything. And when I say do anything, I don't mean just stand and everyone will come to you, but where you don't have to change who you are or put on a front at all in order to get a result with the girl. Like, you don't have to do any of that in order to just get a result. Like, you being you, like however you are as a person, you would be able to get a girl just because it's you. That's the ultimate congruence. And a lot of guys, again, they fight themselves. They go out and they try to put on this little front. They try to put on a pickup front. So being a guy who is relaxed and applying the fuckboy frame principles means that you don't have to put on a front anymore. You don't have to say, okay, in this moment, I'm going to turn this personality on. That doesn't mean you can't joke. It doesn't mean that you can't be emotionally relevant. It doesn't mean you can't tease a girl or even lie about your value a little bit or like exaggerate something. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't do those little things, but it's a macro concept. It means that you don't say, for example, I need to be the funny guy in order to get this girl. I need to start telling jokes. Right? And recognizing this is really important. It's really hard, to be honest, not to be relaxed, but it's really hard to recognize when you're not being relaxed and to truly call yourself out on it. And that's, again, what's the difference between an advanced guy and a guy who's not. The advanced guy, the truly advanced guy, is more relaxed than the guy who's not advanced. Right? One of the biggest parts of this is eliminating the need for validation. So stop looking for validation from other people. And this is what my mentor Pierre talks about so much as well. It's like eliminate the need for validation from other people. Instead of you looking for, how does this person affect me, or how does this person see themselves towards me, instead of looking at it in that lens and measuring yourself and think of it as like measure. No, it's just you. You're a static entity, and everyone else is irrelevant. That doesn't mean fuck other people. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that you don't base your value on other people's value. For example, if I go into like a club that I've never been in before, instead of me feeling stifled, like, oh my God, I can't do anything here because I don't know the value of everyone there. No, I just assume that because I'm me, everyone else around me is irrelevant. Because I'm me, I'm going to win with any girl I talk to. How do you stop looking for validation? Well, the first thing is learning to come from the giving frame versus the taker frame. Right? Learning to see yourself as a giver instead of a taker. Almost every single student that I've worked with in the past 2 years has been a taker. Almost every person is a taker. Even I find myself coming into that frame, like the taker frame. Like, what else can I get? What else can I get? It's not just being a taker in terms of taking physical things, but it could also be a taker of emotions, sucking in emotions from others. Learn how to be a giver. And I'm going to talk about this later when we talk about your personal progression, growing as a man and really cultivating that healthy emotional abundance. We'll talk about that a lot in the last module of this course. But learning how to instead be the guy who's taking. Learn how to be a giver instead. That doesn't mean giving money. Fuck that. I mean, you can give money if you want. Some people want to do that, and I'd be down to do that at a certain point in my life too. But I'm not saying give money. Just because you give a lot of money to people doesn't mean you're a giver. Right? You probably could do that for validation. But when I say be a giver, I mean be someone who's willing to give out emotions and expect nothing in return. A true giver is someone that looks to give with nothing in return. So when you go up to a girl and you're like, I'm going to give value by self-amusing, that's not giving value. You're looking for something in return, and what you're looking for in return is a good reaction. Right? It's not even to get laid. Fuck that, because most guys who are practicing this don't even care about getting laid. That's the funny thing. They don't. They go out for the sake of going out because it's fun to approach. But most guys, they're doing it because they want a good reaction from the girl. And that's where they get their thing in game. It's like if they go out 10 times in a row and all the interactions are good, but they never got laid, to them that's awesome. But what happens when you take away the reactions? What about when you strip the reactions away? Are you being a giver? Like, do you actually care about giving out positive emotions and you don't care what you get in return? Are you fully self-centered in the way that you see other people? When I say, again, self-centered, I don't mean you're better than them. I don't mean fuck everyone else, everyone could die. I don't mean that. But when I say fully self-centered in the way you see others, I mean fully self-centered in the way that you see yourself. Are you only focused on yourself? Are you focused on, here's what I have and I have it to offer to you? Whether you want it or not, doesn't matter. You can take it or leave it. But here's the emotions that I have to give to you. For example, if I go up to a girl right now and talk to her, I'm not looking to see what reaction she gives me. I genuinely don't give a shit. Part of learning how to not look for validation is to learn how to be the guy who sees women as amusing. Most guys, because they think girls are hot, well, girls are hot, because they place value on the girl for being hot, they see the woman as some kind of prize to be won, some kind of insane prize to be won with a lot of value. Like she's a gem. God, I got this girl. It's amazing. Sure, if I sleep with a hot girl, maybe I'll show my friends. I'll be like, she's beautiful. Maybe I want to sleep with her more, right? But I don't value her more as a person because she's attractive. To me, the way I see women is like amused. I'm just like, oh, she's just this cute girl, this funny girl that just wants like me to give her love. She's just a funny girl that wants my attention. This funny little girl that just wants my validation. Like in her heart, she's just a little girl that wants my validation and wants love. That's all she is, right? It's not a bad thing. It's not like that's all she is. She's nothing. Not saying that. We're not going to go down that thread. But the context behind how I'm interacting with girls is very, very, I don't take myself too seriously. I'm amusing myself. Most guys take themselves so seriously because they place value on the girl. This is not self-amusement. I'm not telling you go out and be a clown and make yourself laugh. I'm saying you should be amused at the girl. When the girl gives you that little reaction, that little shit, it's just like, that was funny. Like you genuinely find it funny. It's not even like, maybe it was funny, maybe it wasn't. No, it's just like, it was hilarious. It's not even a big deal. Like it's honestly not a big deal. Right? You don't take shit seriously. You don't take shit seriously because she's a hot girl. This is the absence of looking for validation. This is the absence of saying, I need the girl to chase me. Right? This is how you can become relaxed. This is how you don't change yourself for the girl. This is how you don't change yourself for the girl when you approach her, where you don't say, let me put on the front. It's when you take away the value from her for her looks, but instead you only see the value that she has as just a person. She's just another person. Like she's like a guy. Except I want to sleep with her. I don't want to sleep with guys. I want to sleep with this girl because she's beautiful. Right? She's not higher value because she's more beautiful. Right? What's the other thing? Conditioning yourself. Conditioning yourself to meet hotter women. Conditioning yourself that when you go out, you're going to meet hotter girls. Conditioning yourself that when you go out, you actually approach. This is how you get there. Guys ask, how do I get relaxed? Okay, so the first thing is when you go out, start talking to hot girls. Don't talk to girls that are below your standards. As if your standard is like, if you think a girl that's attractive to you, that gets you hard, that you would sleep with and brag about to all your buddies in the local pickup group in Viking Army, if that girl is below the standards of that, don't sleep with her. Only approach hotter girls. A lot of guys think that they should approach ugly girls so they can get used to talking or get a verbal flow going, but that's false. Again, if you're coming out as an attractive man and you see yourself with a high sense of self-worth, or you want to train yourself to see yourself with a high sense of self-worth, and you want to numb yourself to the idea that a girl has more value because she's hot, you're going to have to approach hotter girls. If you don't approach hotter girls, you're going to be losing every fucking time. Right? You're going to be losing every fucking time if you don't approach hotter girls earlier on. Only approach hot girls. Stop approaching girls that are below your standards. Just approach girls that are like the fucking peak. Approach girls that are 8s, 9s, and 10s. Aim for those goals. Put yourself in situations where you can meet girls like that. And I talk about that in the module about connecting with people, meeting people, that section. We talk about that, social connections. That's how you do it. Like get in situations where you can meet hotter girls, because that's literally going to train you how to feel relaxed. It's going to train you that when I'm talking to a girl that is a fucking stunner, she's fucking beautiful, I don't freak out. I am myself. Okay, that's the first step to being relaxed. The other thing is being aware of your breathing. Be aware of your breathing when you're out. This sounds really funny, but when I'm out, I'm always aware of my breathing. Sometimes I'll get anxiety and I'll start to feel nervous or like I'm freaking out in certain situations, but I'm always aware of my breathing. I'm aware of where my emotions are. I'm aware of how I'm breathing. I'm aware of the context of my interactions, and I'm aware of, just beyond the girls, how I'm controlling my breath throughout the night. Now it's subconscious and I'm not thinking. But when you go out, pace your breathing, right? And we'll talk about breathing in the meditation, the guided meditation session. But be aware of your breathing. When you're going out, are you breathing like where you're making yourself like freak out and almost cough? Or are you like, do you feel stillness? Guys who are relaxed feel stillness when they're out. They don't feel this anxiety. Like most guys that start having a short breath when they get closer to approaching, it's like they're like, okay, here we go, all right. It's like while they're talking, they start to do it. Think about back to your approaches, or when you go out next time, think about it. Do you actually do this? Like if so, that's why. Because you're freaking out when you approach and you're not relaxed. The second step to being relaxed, aside from meeting hotter girls and taking away the value, just because she's a hot girl, the second thing is learning how to breathe properly. Actually being in control of your body, mastering your body. That's what the whole guided meditation video is about. I'm teaching you literally how to master your body. How to control your body, how to control your body positioning, how to control your breathing. This is going to trick your body, trick your brain into feeling like it's more relaxed when you can control your breathing. And the final thing is wishing well on others. Like when you're out, do you actually wish well on others, or do you not give a shit? Right? Do you actually think that you wish that well could happen to other people? It's an exercise I would do where I would just sit and I would just wish well and project positive vibes on other people. Like, are you, when you see someone who's you wouldn't care about otherwise, are you saying thank you, have an amazing day? Like, are you actually telling people, are you asking people, how was your day today? Like the guy who takes your dry clothes and cleans them. Are you like, hey, how was your day, man? The girl who serves you McDonald's. Are you like, hey, how was your day? The person that you meet at work who's at the front desk when you go to your office. Are you asking them, how was your day today? How are you feeling? Awesome. Are you wishing well on others? When you do this, you begin to focus less on yourself and you begin to focus on other people. And what happens when you focus on other people, you begin to get out of your own way and focus on other people, not in terms of, hey, I need to give everyone value, or hey, I'm measuring my value based on others. But again, being relaxed means that you're no longer looking to be in this frame of everyone else is up here and I'm over here, or I'm down here. It's just I'm myself and it doesn't matter. So when you give to other people, you're the person that's causing emotions to others, which means you're being self-centered. It's the weirdest thing. When you actually give to others and you're like, how are you doing? It's not self-centered in a bad way where it's like you're thinking only of yourself. You're thinking about this other person, but you're not thinking about them, about how you compare to them. You're already putting yourself ahead of them. So, so when you do this with people that are all around you, when you do this with people that don't matter to you or people that do matter to you, with everyone, you're going to train yourself to be the guy who's constantly giving out and is not concerned about the feedback you get because you're concerned about what you're giving. Instead of what you're getting, how does this person relate to me? How are they measuring up to me? No, you're just like, this is what I'm giving. And that's how you be relaxed, honestly. And this takes practice. So that's why this is not the longest video in this section, because being relaxed takes practice. It takes you going out. It takes you feeling everything is okay. I can do anything I fucking want. I can be myself. I can literally get away with anything I want. I don't need to change my personality or drink excessively to get laid. I mean, I can if I want. I don't have to do it, right? This is the epitome of game. And that's what I want you guys to do. So you've learned it now. You've completed the taking action module. This is the final bit. You've completed taking action. You understand what it means to take action. The next thing we're going to get into is we're going to talk a little bit about, your lifestyle and how to get a hot girl, how to get a girlfriend in your life, how to not just get a girlfriend, but how to keep multiple girls around, and how to actually, live life as a man who's using these skills, these fuckboy frame skills, to actually add them to his lifestyle. Okay, we have a lot of good content ahead and more of a journey to go.